Okay, there we go. Now my mic's working. Hello! Hi. It's been like a week since I streamed. I took a little time off, took a little vacation, just, vibed for a little bit. I had a good time. Yeah. So we're gonna get back into it tonight with something a little more chill, a little more calm. I was gonna do the quarry, but decided that I should maybe save trauma for another time when I'm feeling a little more into that. So we're gonna do strange horticulture tonight, which is a game that I played a little bit of. Didn't really play too much of it. Um, Someone bought it for me. I want to say it was Danny, but I don't remember. um, but yeah, we'll do strange horticulture, and then I'm kind of gonna see where I go from there. I've got some ideas. I don't know. We're just kind of feeling out some ideas. So yeah, let's go ahead and we will get started with that, shall we? And let's pray that my model decides to stay like one person today, because it's already been like 5 different people since I started up VTube Studio like 10 minutes ago. Anyway, this looks cool though. Strange Antiquities, Return to Undermere. That looks fantastic. Um, for those of you who don't know, I was an anthropology major in college. I have always loved antiquities and stuff like that, so that looks fun. But let's play this one. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely, exchange unpleasantries. And I just realized the audio isn't working. Hang on. Oh, God! No, all right, hang on. I gotta fix the audio here. Okay, now you can hear the game. All right, drink. Drink, drank. This stream brought to you by Great Value Orange Strawberry Banana Drink Mix. Not formally. I'm not sponsored. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Well, thank you for stopping by, Random. I really appreciate it. Always good to see you. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Audio's a little loud. Let's turn this down. You are amazing. It's true, Random. You are. Day 1, Friday. This game features some small text. If you're having difficulty reading, you can hold shift to zoom in. That is good to know because I am old and not wearing my glasses. Hang on, it's still too loud. Alright, there we go. Gotta simmer down the volume there a little bit. I found it. An excerpt on the elusive wandering... Boo? Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm that amazing, but thank you. I appreciate it. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendra that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellbore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Is that Hellbore? Oh, kitty! Oh, those kitty purrs are so good. They are soothing my soul. It is also a gray and rainy day here. I guess I should click this. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past the shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me. But nobody lives up there. Ooh, creepy. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. And she needs a St. John's poppy. And does it look like that? I mean, I guess. Am I looking for something kind of fern-esque here? That's a map. Oh, here we go. Here's a book. St. John's Poppy. The flowers of the St. John's Poppy are bright red with a yellow center. Okay, that makes sense. Poppy should be red. Aha! There it is. Yay! Oh God, who the hell am I? Who's this bitch? That ain't me. I gotta get this resolved. This is just unhinged. I become somebody new every day. Honestly, like at this point, I'm seriously debating just letting myself become somebody new throughout the day. I keep saying I'm gonna email the creator of this model and be like, what is going on here? I really should. Alright, I got a book entry. Clavillum. According to legend, clavillum can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. Clavi means key. The heart-shaped leaves have earned this plant the nickname Lovelock. Okay, cool. So we've identified the St. John's Poppy. Give Hellbore a little scritchy. Ah, the baby. Alright. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants, though, eh? Got a letter for you. Oh, thank you. Gosforth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. Who the hell am I again? God damn. If it does it a third time, I'm just going to accept my fate and be somebody else. I will be a mysterious other fox person if I have to. With my mysterious changing model. Driving me nuts. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face at the reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Okay. Letters. Dangerous plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Black Barrow. Keep it secret. Ooh, okay. Alright, so... now I have something called the Will to Explore. Ooh. I got a map. Okay, so I can look at the letters I've gotten, I'm guessing, and, like, go places. Like, let's start with this. No, let's start with this one here. She wants to go to the... Okay, she wants us to come to the library in Ambleside. So let's find Ambleside, shall we? No, open up. Alright, where the hell is Ambleside? Ambleside, there it is. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly, and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today she's grinning ear to ear, and she can't wait to show me what she's found. Okay, and I've got the gilded dendra and the wandering boo. Okay, the gilded dendra is terribly poisonous. Alright, cool. I guess maybe what I should be doing is labeling some of my plants in this time? Wait, no, okay. Someone's coming. I gotta answer... I'm gonna say I have to answer the phone. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round, down through Back Barrow. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I brought Fennit from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. Alright, so lemon dandy. Its curled leaves are thought to be the orange of the name of this plant, referring to a peeled lemon rind. Okay, so it's got fluffy tufts like that. And curled leaves. Okay, that looks like a lemon dandy. Yep, that is a lemon dandy. Fantastic. Oh, that's right. I forgot I clicked it. It'll automatically label the plants. That's good. Cool. Oh, I got whatever that is. Okay. Dangerous plant grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Back Barrow. Keep it secret. Okay, so where's Back Barrow? It grows to the northeast of it in the hills. Perfect. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing, too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, a cloak of unwelcome shade. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape. Though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child. A sickly, horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. She needs some forest camphor. Forest camphor. It's got little dark blue cluster flowers. Okay. Little dark blue cluster flowers. That? Okay, yeah. That looks like what we're looking for here. Yay! And I got the Butterdale entry. Got any wandering boo? That always reminds me of, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, the boo, if you've got it. Wandering Boo. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances of up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Finger's Bane. Okay, so this is a mushroom. The undersides are sharp. Okay, this would be it then. Yay! And we got the Lady of Summer plant. Alright. Oh, I can explore again. I have one more note, so... This is the one about going south of Gosfort. On the northeast corner of the wood. Northeast corner of the woods south of Gosfort would be there. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. Pretty! Alright, so we're going to tidy up the desk. Put my book away. I gotta clean the place up before I do anything else. Okay, we've got some character bios. That's pretty cool. We've got Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once was enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night, the sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to strange horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. Alright, well, let's end the day. It started when she found something. Something that she was not meant to find. A book, tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. Ooh. Day 2. Saturday. Row 2, the Third River. Or Row H, the Third River. I can read. 1, 2, 3. A dead deer in the river, yellowed bone protruding from matted hide and rotted flesh. Death for one provides life for many. Looks just like the other plant I just got, but okay, sure. Shuffle these bad boys around a little bit, shall we? Bring me a sample of Apis domesticus. And be quick about it. That damn cat is setting off my allergies. Listen, you don't talk shit about Hellsboar. It shouldn't have an animal in a shop like that. You know what? You can kiss my entire ass, sir. Talking shit about my kitty. Alright, Apis domesticus is what he needs. Apis domesticus. Okay, it's got... Apis domesticus is Gandhi root. A plant with medicinal properties that can aid with digestive troubles when prepared correctly. Care must be taken as the rough leaves can be an irritant, only the petals are safe for consumptions. Okay. Is this it? No. Is this it, maybe? Single pink flower. No, it's got a little dangly doodad coming out of it there. I'm looking for it, sir. Hold your dang horses, sir. I don't know if I have Gandhi root. This seems to be the closest thing I have to it. Wait, is that it? The leaves are coarse to the touch. Yes! Hey! I did it! We've got meek dew. I don't think I have anywhere else to explore. I don't know what that does, but I have some questions about it. Alright. Lake Undermere is looking fine in the sunshine today. Here's your mail. There's an old slate mine at Hard Knot that has some interesting looking fungi growing in it. I've never seen anything like them before. They seem to have found a niche in the damp, dark tunnels left by the tramways. I thought you might be interested. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Why, yes, I am interested, Mr. Duncan. Thank you. Hard Knot. What a name that is. Hard Knot. An iron gate, rusted by years of abandonment, sits across the entrance to the tram tunnel. Rusted it may be, but it won't budge. Locked. Ah, that's right. Clavilium can open it. Let's see if I can find Clavilium. Heart-shaped leaves. That does have heart-shaped leaves, but I don't know if it's what I'm looking for. That's the only thing I have with heart-shaped leaves so far, I think. Yeah, let's see if that's Clavilium. Maybe it's not. That is Clavilium! The gate swings open slowly, complaining loudly on its rusty hinges. After a short exploration of the tunnel, I am rewarded with 3 plants! Phenomenal! 3 types of fungi! That is great. Let me just put them somewhere a little more... a little less crowded, shall we? Oh, that's not a spot. Derp. There we go. Okay. Let's see who's next. I'm headed to Greasdale Forest, investigating a possible murder there. Ooh. Can't say I'm looking forward to it. The Sisterhood are a secretive lot, and they're not keen to talk to me. Their leader, the Arda, or whatever they call her, she's dead. Ooh, this has just turned into a murder mystery. My instinct is they're hiding something. I'm hoping you might have some fox button that'll help me win them over. Let me take a sip first. We are doing a lot of narration this fine day. Fox button. An offering of fox button is considered by some to represent a contract of friendship between strangers. Thick, shiny leaves grow in opposing pairs along the stems. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see here. That could be it. That looks about right. Fox button identified. I'm just gonna wander to a random place and see if I find anything cool. Let's go to Foxfield, because I am a fox. Foxfield is a simple, welcoming place. I am tempted to pay a brief visit to an old friend who is a brewer with his own small tavern in the village. In the end, I decide not to. Plenty to be doing back at the shop. I mean, I guess. Oh, I can water the flowers. Oh, watering the plants! Oh, I love it. This is a cozy little game. I'm here for it. Oh, gotta give the kitty a pet. I was able to make out the whispered voices last night with help of the St. John's poppy. There's a medium using the room, illegally I might add, holding midnight seances for gullible grievers. Oh. Is there a plant you know of that I could use to give them a scare and drive them away? Poor Victoria. She's having it rough. Harlequin blue. When the bushy blue flower heads die back, they release seeds with downy pappus, which assists in wind dispersal. Once dried and hardened, the stems can be burned as incense. As they burn, they let out high-pitched shrieks, widely believed to be the spirits of dead souls trapped within the plant. Yes, there is a kitty! His name is Hellbore, apparently. I'm delighted that there is a cat in this game. No, that's Lemon Dandy. I'm looking for bushy blue flower heads, but not that one. And that's Clavilium, so it's not that one either. What about this? What's this? Maybe it's this. Yeah, that seems to be the only plant I see with bushy blue flower heads. Yay! We got it right! Yay! Here. We can do something really important in this game. Look. We can pet the baby. Pet the baby. Oh, he follows the mouse with his eyes! How great is that? Oh, I love him. What a baby! Let's go wander a little bit. Let's see what there is to see. Let's go to the forest. Oh, as soon as I step off the road, 2 members of the Sisterhood step out and remind me that this is their forest. I am not welcome here. What, you own it? Okay. Oh, I got points towards something called a Rising Dread. Ooh. You may have heard the rumors that our Arda is dead. May Arduina bring her spirit peace. Ah, she's one of the witches. The nature of her death is unusual. The Sisterhood does not often look to outside help, but this is beyond our knowledge. You just chased me out of your forest. If you show my sisters this letter, they will allow you entry to the forest. Okay, great. Okay, cool. To be assured of your discretion, we require that you use Mary's breath to bind yourself to secrecy. The wide, waxy leaves allow this plant to collect the large amount of water it requires. It's said that a person can be bound to secrecy using Mary's breath. It used to be grown in the royal garden so that the king could ensure the trust of his confidants, but that practice fell out of favor. I saw a plant with waxy leaves earlier. Is it this? Yes, smooth, waxy leaves. Oh, that wasn't Mary's breath. Oh no, Rising Dread. Okay, so that's not Mary's breath. Okay, keep looking. For a plant with wide, waxy leaves. The veined leaves have a waxy finish. Is that it? Oh, I don't know. There we go, okay. Woo. And we got a letter. It's like Blue's Clues, but way cooler. No shade on Blue's Clues. We have failed in our duty as protectors of the forest. Our secrets have been stolen and the Arda has been murdered. You will find us deep in Grisdale Forest, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. Please help us. Yours in hope, the Sisterhood of Arduina. Well, we got enough points to go wander. Let's go check this out. Okay, so it says... in Grisdale Forest, right, a mile from the lake shore across from Torver. That looks right. A sister tries to stop me from entering, but I show her the letter and she lets me through. I am ushered into a walled courtyard and then through a large oak door along a corridor and down a set of stone stairs into a cool basement. Lying on a table, draped in silk, is the Arda. There is not a mark on her, but her open eyes are black. Her mouth, her veins, her hair, all black as a raven's wing. Do you know what could do this? Asked my escort. I set to work. Need the wren plant. The long leaves of the wren are known to turn black in the presence of certain poisons and can be used to detect them. Although it has no flower, it smells unpleasant to those who have known death and sweet to those who have not. Alright, so we're looking for a plant with no flowers. It has a scent that scratches at the back of my throat. It smells unpleasant. I have known death. Assuming that's right. Let me check. Let me make sure there's nothing else that it could be. Red fruits. Berries. Doesn't say anything about berries or fruits. Alright, I think that was the wren. I think this is it. Yep! Got it! I extract a sample of the artist's blood and introduce it to the wren, and my suspicions are confirmed immediately. The leaves of the wren turn black, which can only mean one thing: gilded dendra poisoning. Upon presenting my findings, I am rushed away quickly. The sisters do not want me hanging around, it seems. They do, however, send me on my way with a couple of plants, which I am grateful for. Trying to, like, spread these out a little bit, you know, make a little space so I can view them a little better. I'm definitely gonna be running out of room, though. Hello, who dis? I'm this close to reporting you, half-wit. The last plant you gave me has made my skin itch furiously. I'll have your little shot shut down, torn to the ground, if you don't make this right. Oh, Lord. Butterdale or Meekdew? I have to choose. I need to think carefully about which plant to use here, or my actions could have consequences. Alright. So, Butterdale is a cure for skin rashes. Okay. And what about Meekdew? Meekdew will cause sores. Okay, so I need to give him Butterdale. Alright. Let's see if I can find the Butterdale. Dark green leaves. I'm not seeing anything with leaves like that. Ah, crap. It's gotta be something. Wait, is this it? The purple flowers have a light buttery scent. Perfect, that is Butterdale. Well, I hope that asshole is, you know, okay, I guess. Believe me, there was a little part of me that really, really wanted to just give him the one that would give him an even worse rash, because he's a dick and he was mean to my cat, but, you know, I decided to be professional about it, I guess. Let's pop in somewhere and see if there's anything interesting. Hawkshead. Hawkshead is a characterful... I can read. Is a characterful tangle of alleys, archways, and cobbled squares. Although most of the residents are honest, hardworking tradesfolk, it's still prudent to stay alert when navigating the town's warren of lanes. I have noticed a shady character draped in hood and cloak following me from afar since I have arrived. He's probably just a local eccentric, but in these troubled times, it is not worth taking any risks. Let's end the day. The book both fascinated and terrified her in equal measure, and after studying it for some time, she reached a decision. She would never use the power she had discovered. She would hide the book where it could never be found. And it looks like I've got another card with a location to go to. Day 3. Sunday. Gotta pet the kitty first. Good baby, Hellsborg. Good baby. I've got a kitty in here with me. Who do I have? Oh, I've got Frank. I've got Frank. He is passed the fuck out behind me. Okay, so north of Hawkshead, east of Lowick, it says. So east of Lowick, north of Hawkshead, west of Rustland, where's Rustland? West of Rustland. Okay. Somewhere in this column. South of Crinkle Crags. Why did I come here? Clearly, I did it wrong. I tried. I'm looking for a plant. Lady of... well, that's it. Something or other. I'm no greed-eyed dreyer, that's for sure. My mind isn't at all what it used to be. Aren't we all that way? It's the one that's supposed to help with mental decline. Alright, so it's Lady of... is it Lady of Summer? The leaves curl round delightfully, which, combined with an attractive flower and a hardy nature, make this a sought-after ornamental plant. Aids with conditions of memory deterioration associated with old age. Okay. So it's kind of a bell-shaped flower. And it's got, like, 2 little dangly bits. A single sweet-smelling dark flower. That looks about right. Lady of Summer identified. Alright. Pet the kitty. The most important part of this game is petting the kitty. Gotta pet the baby. They're saying the Arda's been killed. I know a lot of people don't trust the sisterhood, but it seemed to me the Arda always looked out for the less fortunate. The cold is too much to bear beyond the gap. I was forced to turn back. I would advise against it, but if you are determined to explore Great Gable, be sure to take precautions. Knowing you, I'm sure you'll have a plant up your sleeve that can keep you warm should the weather turn against you. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Alright, so let's try to find that card again. Okay, so let's try this again. North of Hawkshead, but south of Crinkle Crags, would be somewhere in this line here. East of Lowick, so yes. West of Rustland. So yeah, okay, looks like right there. Aha! I got an achievement too. My eyes are drawn to the silhouette of a grizzled old man standing at the edge of his field. His mind is broken, seemingly beyond repair. Vacant eyes fixate on nothing. A whisper of an expression as my gaze sweeps his face, but only a whisper. He raises his arm and points. I follow his outstretched finger, and am surprised to find a cluster of wildflowers growing there, hidden from view. Alright. Hello, who dis? This plant is cursed. It has brought me nothing but sorrow. Please take it. I want nothing more to do with it. No! I don't want your cursed plant. What the hell, man? Fine, I'll take your stupid cursed plant. Oh, we got more info on characters, too. Alright, so we've got Face Swift and her chat logs. We've got Bethany Coleman. Beth was born into a loving family but never felt settled. She sought out a higher purpose when she was still young and left home at 14 to join the Sisterhood of Arduina. The head of the sisterhood, the Arda, took a liking to her and helped her develop a renewed purpose, caring for the forest and putting her faith in the goddess Arduina. Now her mentor has been murdered, and Beth is looking for answers. Reuben Ward. Oh, she's the sister, this is the psychic, he's the investigator. Reuben works with the police on murder cases. He is a kind, good-humored man, but beneath the mask he is deeply sad. His only child, a daughter, had seemed troubled for some time before running away from home several years ago. The victims whose stories he tries to uncover are all somebody's son, somebody's daughter. The search for answers drives him forward, piecing together the logic of life and death. And here's Isidore Burbage, the barrister. This asshole who was mean to my cat. Burbage is a rich man who inherited a fortune but never experienced the love of his parents. Yeah! I can tell his parents didn't hug him enough. He expects people to do his bidding and is quick to anger. There are many in Undermere who would be glad to see the back of him, but with wealth comes power, and few would challenge him to his face. Alright, let's investigate this letter. Great Gable is where I'm headed. And it's cold, so I'm going to assume, yep, it's up north and it's in the mountains. After several hours of arduous hiking and scrambling, I am still some distance from the summit. I am freezing cold and ready to head home. I should do the sensible thing and turn back down the mountain. Unless I can find some brimlock. Those suffering from hypothermia can be rescued by a drought made using leaves from the brimlock plant. It has a warming effect that protects against extreme cold. When conditions are just right in the cold of winter, brimlock produces small yellow flowers. The leaves are waxy and tough. Alright, small yellow flowers with waxy, tough leaves. Actually, this is waxy. Smooth, waxy leaves. That might be it, but let me see if I can find the small yellow flowers. No, I don't see anything else. That was it! Okay. I push on, no longer feeling the cold, and am presently rewarded. I have a question about this game, though. Like, I have a real question. How am I going all of these places so far away from my shop in one day, and also, like, rushing back in between to, like, work at my shop? Like, how am I doing this? Hellebore! Always a pleasure, my feline friend. I hope he hasn't been nibbling the plants again. I have a favor to ask. You owe me for the hours I spent digging out the information on those plants. I've been burning the midnight oil again and can use some common trouse, and I know where to find it. According to Grayson's herbology, it grows in abundance on red pike. I'll come by the day after tomorrow to collect it. I have business in Sedberg in the meantime. Here, take this. Common trouse. Alright. And it's red pike. I guess we're gonna go to Red Pike and go get that. Let's do that. Red Pike. I enjoy a pleasant stroll up the fell. The going is easy, the weather agreeable, and the view is majestic. I do not have to look hard to find what I am after. That is probably going to be common trouse, so I am going to actually, she gave me the page on it. Common trouse, found on red pike. Okay, yeah, common trouse, found on red pike. There it is. I'm just going to label that because we already know what it is. Okay. Cool. I'm somebody else again. Who the hell am I? I swear, this constantly changing model is giving me some kind of identity crisis. Hang on, let me fix this. Fix who I am, fundamentally, as a person. No amount of pushing buttons on my stream deck will ever fix who I am as a person, fundamentally, but let me tell you. Alright, there we go. Woof. When you work with the occult, I find it pays to uphold a certain image. If you're going to be accused of performing witchcraft anyway, it doesn't hurt to put on a bit of a show every now and then. Let the punters know I'm capable of what I'm capable of, sort of thing. I like her. Long story short, I may have threatened to turn a small boy into a toad, and the little bugger called my bluff. Oh, don't look at me like that. You know what little boys are like. I can assure you he deserves to be turned into a toad. I like her vibe. Anyway, I think a little display is needed to discourage this sort of behavior in the future. Have you got any shimmerlung? Possibly. Shimmerlung. The dried stem of the shimmerlung burns very brightly and noisily, letting off a near-blinding white-purple light. Flowers grow wrapped in large ridged leaves. Okay. So the flowers are wrapped in the leaves in this bad boy. I am not seeing this at all. Flowers grow wrapped in the leaves. Is that it? Yes. That is definitely shimmerlung. I like her a lot. I hope she traumatizes that child. Let's go poke around. What else can we find? Let's go see if Whitbarrow has anything interesting. From the limestone crags of Whitbarrow Hill, I enjoy an expansive view of the surrounding countryside. I read that Whitbarrow's unique rock strata may have formed thousands or even millions of years ago when this land was covered in ice. Sorry if I'm shouting, I'm a little hard of hearing. You and me both, buddy. I'm looking for a plant that can supposedly hear me better, but I've forgotten what it's called. That supposedly can help me hear better. I can read. I remember it's bright red, though. Alright, so I have to figure out what plant is bright red and will help him hear better. Light blue, that's a mushroom. Grimlock, Butterdale. Candlewood is a shielding effect. Balm against eye strain. Strength. That's a poison. Sandfire. Meek Dew. Mellow Glow. Bennett. St. John's Poppy. Right. There we go. Vibrant petals can be used to create a drought that can improve their hearing ability, and we've already got that labeled, so boom. Alright. Well, let's end the day. Let's tidy up the desk. Tidy everything up. Tidy, tidy, tidy. Okay. We have tidied up the desk neatly. See if we have any bio updates. Verona Green. Verona has been studying the occult and the mysterious for many years. It started as a hobby, but gradually grew into an obsession. She haunts the boundary between truth and tale, seeking out the knowledge that others recoil from. She also brews a lovely cup of tea. Simone Green. Simone loves books and reading. She is also irritatingly organized and has begun the overwhelming task of rearranging the library at Ambleside. Her new system works great, but it will take years to catalog every book, scroll, pamphlet, and diary. In the meantime, every day yields new discoveries, buried fragments of ancient knowledge resurfacing to the light like arrowheads to archaeologists. Alright, day over. Oh. Time passed, a year, and then another. The book remained hidden, but out of sight did not mean out of mind. The book was what her thoughts settled on when she rested, what she brooded over when she did her chores, what she pictured when she dreamed. And we got an empty card with just an X and a piece torn off. I don't know what to do with that. Day 4, Monday. It is Monday. It's Monday, my dudes. I wonder if this, like, corresponds to a river or anything, maybe? Like, does it maybe kind of... like, does it look like something? Like a mountain range or anything? I don't know what the hell to do with this, but I'm inclined to say it has something to do with a river or some other feature on the map, maybe a lake shore. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know what this could be or mean. Oh! Oh! It's the coastline! It's the coastline! It's the coastline! Okay, so, like, over here. Aha! The gentle sound of flowing water and the sunlight scattered through clouds. A reset. Neat! We are figuring this shit out, my friends. The Fox button was no help, I'm afraid. The sisterhood still refused to speak openly with me. Not that I have the time to pursue it properly. I'm rushed off my feet this week. Ugh. There's been a body found up at the Swinside Stone Circle, and apparently it's a grisly one. Don't suppose you got anything to help keep my lunch down? The grisly stomachs never cope too well with the grisly ones. He needs some Fennet. He needs some milk. Alright. Fennet. Chewing through the tough root of this plant is said to ease gastric distress and reduce anxiety. I need, like, 20 of these. It has long, soft leaves. Red fruits and long leaves. How about that? Nope! I've got bad vibes now. I've got the bad juju. Alright, let's find something else then. With long leaves. Oh, God. Can I get a hint? I'm sure I have some of that around here. Thanks, that really, really helps. Maybe that? Oh, God! Okay, I'm getting bad vibes. It's giving me the bad vibes. Give me another hint. I'm sure it is one of these plants. Okay, we'll try that one with the yellow flowers on it. Long, soft leaves. There we go! I don't know why I struggled with that so much. I've got no need to go anywhere right now, so... Oh, but here comes a letter. Mornin'. Verona Green handed me this for you. She seemed in a good mood. I meant to tell you this yesterday, but it slipped my mind. I discovered a plant on a recent trip to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rustland. It was like nothing I've ever seen before. I would have brought it back with me if the Sisterhood had given me a moment alone, but they seem overly protective lately. Kind regards, Verona Green. Well, I guess we know where we're going. Let me take a sip of my water here. Alright, so we're going to Grisdale Forest, just northeast of Rustland. From the moment I step off the road, I can't shake the feeling I'm being watched. Suddenly, I find my way blocked by 3 women wearing green cloaks and holding short elm bows. Nobody may wander freely throughout the forest, by order of the Arda, says the leader of the trio. I turn to walk back, but then again, I have a few tricks up my sleeve. Mellow Glow. Among other uses for this plant, the most remarkable is that it can allow a person to pass unnoticed. Though not invisible, it is possible to become hidden from sight and memory. It has sharp thorns. Okay, so we're looking for something with thorns. No. 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 Turquoise flowers and sharp thorns. I got it. With the help of the Mellow Glow, I walk right past the sisters without them paying me any heed. Chuckling to myself, I collect the plant that Verona talked about and take my leave. I'm sneaky, sneaky! Sneaky, sneaky. Let's give Hellbore a little pet pat. Good baby! Good baby. Phase back. I am afraid. The camphor you gave me is helping me sleep, and I'm very grateful for it, but the visions are as strong as ever. The woman in the jade mask appears in my dreams every night. She screams at me, but I don't know why, and behind her that presence is always there, dark and dreadful. I don't know what to do. The dreams feel like a warning that I don't understand, a mosaic of color that refuses to come into focus. Some part of me wants to stare down that abyss, but I'm afraid. Alright, so she needs something that'll make her less afraid. What does Agoria do? Okay, that when burned, incense made from the woody stem can enhance psychic abilities, strengthening the clarity of visions and prophecies. Okay. But what does Candlewood do? Protects against all of manner of afflictions of the mind. She wants to stare down the abyss, but she's afraid. Let's give her the one that will enhance her visions. She wants to stare down that abyss after all. So let's look for some light blue flowers. That looks about right. Agoria. Alright, good luck, lady. Ding dong. We don't come to Undermere often, but I heard about your shop and said to Francis we simply must pay a visit. It's a wonderful breath of life in an otherwise dreary town. I'm not the green-fingered one, and it's not really his cup of tea, but I persuaded him the trip would do him good, and besides, he'll be wanting to take a boat out on the lake. Not on a day like this, lady. Shame about this awful weather, though. Yeah, like I said. You must come to Sizerg. We have a small library with some books on plants that my grandfather acquired many years ago. I'm certain they'll be of interest to a horticulturalist such as yourself. You are cordially invited to Sizerg Castle by Lord and Lady Elsbeth. All right, well, who am I to turn down an invitation? I am greeted enthusiastically by Lady Elsbeth herself. She's very talkative and has many questions on horticulture that I do my best to answer as she takes me on a tour of the gardens. Oh, you must take a sample of this back with you, she exclaims, pointing out a plant that I do not recognize. But before I can stop to take a look, she has already whisked me on to the next. And this one too, she says. I am quite exhausted by the time we make it to the library and don't have the time to make as thorough a study as I would like. Nevertheless, I am able to find an interesting entry that I note down. Don't forget about these, Lady Elspeth cries as I make to leave. She thrusts the plants from the gardens into my hands, and I thank her warmly. Fantastic. Alright. Alright, let's see who's next. Ding dong. I'm looking for a plant with yellow flowers and coarse leaves. It helps with my heartburn. Alright. So let's see what can help him with his heartburn. Okay, let's see here. No. Eye strain. Strength. Energy boost. Sleeping. Friendship. Is it Gandhi root? Yellow flowers, coarse leaves help with heartburn. Yep. There we go. Ding dong, who's next? They're saying Black Combe is haunted now. Bradley Miller told me he saw the ghost of a huge deer, antlers and all, but then Bradley Miller also says he can talk to squirrels. Is he Kronk? Either way, there's something evil in them hills, and I'm not taking any chances. Awful what happened to that poor young man up at Swinside. I've come for some stinking mount camp. It says stinking, but sunset. Are they the same thing? It says sunset in my book, so. The sunset mount camp is a type of fungus with domed caps, sometimes called stinking mount camp as a result of its unpleasant odor. Okay. It's thought to deter unwanted souls and spirits from entering the home, and is often placed in doorways. It's mildly toxic to humans and should not be eaten. Alright, so it's a fungus with domed caps. Oh, it smells terrible. Yep, that would be it. Alright. Let's put all my stuff away here. Gotta keep everything neat and tidy. Wonder what happens if I go to, the place where they found the body, if I can remember what the hell it's called. Swin. Something. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm fucking going. Twinkle Crags, Grassmere. I don't think it's on my map. Well, maybe it is. Let me see. Enmore. I don't even... Swinside. There it is. I shudder at the thought of what happened here. If these stones could tell us what they saw, a chill comes over me and I realize that I do not want to linger. Oh! I gave myself more bad vibes! Oh! Oh no! A shiver travels down my spine. My mind is broken. Did I just lose the game? Did I just lose it? Or do I just have to put it back together like a puzzle kind of deal? I went crazy and now I have to do a puzzle. I don't even remember what the puzzle image looked like. That looks right, though. Yeah, okay. Okay. I went crazy and now I have to do a puzzle. It somehow feels like the story of my life. No, that's not quite right. No. No. Oh, okay, got another one. Not quite. No. Yep, another one. I went cuckoo bananas and now I gotta solve a puzzle. Now I gotta solve a puzzle that'll make me go cuckoo bananas. Not really, this isn't a particularly difficult puzzle. Coming off of Quern, I don't think anything that I am doing is difficult right now. I feel revived. My mind is whole again. Okay. Day 4, Monday. Wasn't this just day 4, Monday? Oh, and the day. Okay. Okay. I guess if I lose my mind, I have to stop everything to retrieve it. Got it. At 15, her mother, strong, dependable, loving, was struck down by typhoid. The girl drew inward as her father turned to drink. Day 5, Tuesday. Well, at least it's not raining today. Let's give Hellsbore a nice pet. Cat lover, pet Hellbore 13 times. Listen, I know what's important in this game, and what is important in this game is petting the cat. So let's see here. She lives alone in the castle to the northwest of the abbey. She buried her husband 3 miles to the east where the Everheart grows. Okay, so the castle northwest of the abbey. Okay, so here's the castle northwest of the abbey. 3 miles to the east. 1, 2, 3. A dead tree, its bark cracked and blackened by fire, stands alone on the hillside. Off to one side, a patch of flowers grows on a low mound. Delightful. Alright, let's see what hell of customer service my day holds, shall we? Wait a minute, what? What's this? This was under one of the plants. I don't know what it is or what it does. It just says it's a letter and it's just a picture of a plant or something. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Alright, let's do some customer service. What have you done to me? I see the woman in the jade mask everywhere. And that creature that stands over her shoulder, I almost feel like I can sense its desires. Whoops. It is afraid of the sisterhood, that much is clear. It will lay waste to them. So much death, but it can be avoided with Arduina's protection. I do not even know if I'm awake or asleep even now. I feel the darkness tearing at my mind. Let's give her some Worry Less. Worry Less is an aptly named plant. Inhaling the smell of the flowers is said to help ease symptoms of anxiety. Where can I get some of these magic anxiety plants? Alright, let's find some Worry Less. Okay, it has flowers. It's got like long leaves. Long kind of upright leaves. I think that's it. Yep. Worry Less. I hope it helps her. I mean, sorry I gave you nightmares, but you said you wanted to stare into the face of darkness, didn't you? I don't know what to do with this. Like, what does it mean? I'll just put it up in the corner of my desk there until I figure it out. I don't have anywhere to go yet, so... Ding dong! I met a strange man on the road to Sedberg not 2 days ago. Stranger still, he asked after you. He said he had something for you. Don't ask me what. Well, given this game, I bet it's a plant. So I told him where to find you, but he looked stricken when I mentioned Undermere. Said he doesn't come near towns at all if he can help it. He was headed west. At least, I think he was. He said he was looking for the Winster Spring. I'll write this down for you. And she's here for her common trouse, which I have already found and labeled, and it has a purple label, so... Common trouse. There you go. Man wanted to meet you, headed west from Sedberg, possibly near to the source of the river Winster. Okay, so first we need to find Sedberg. Where's Sedberg? Sedberg. And the River Winster. He was heading west. Towards the source of the River Winster. The hermit's camp is easy to find, nestled between two boulders above the spring. The cooled remains of a fire ringed by stones is the only immediate sign that anyone was here. I call out, but there is no reply. The hermit is not here. A more thorough search of the campsite yields something interesting. Tucked off to one side, I discover some broken pieces of wood arranged on the floor. Down to right 3. Wouldn't it be funny if it was just like the lost meme? Down to right 3. Well, I'm assuming I should go down 2 and right 3 from where I was. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The camp at the Winster Spring has led me to another camp of sorts where I am greeted by an eccentric man. "Oh, yes, yes, ho ho, ho ho," the man says. Fantastic. "You must take this. Take it, take it." At his insistence, I receive the looking glass that he thrusts into my hands. He places an envelope delicately on top. "Ho ho, it's no use to me anymore. Ho ho, no use. Don't forget the red. The red, the red, the red. Ho ho, Abony." I am sure that he is quite mad. Okay, I got a looking glass. That's neat. It is said that the red Abony plant has the property of uncovering that which is hidden or secret. I perfected a device designed to use extract from the plants in concert. Oh, it's got unnecessary E's at the end. That's why I can't fucking read it. With a viewing window in order to permit the user to see magics, CKS no less, otherwise invisible to the naked eye. Well, that's very cool. I don't know what it will do, but that's neat. I am not long for this world. Wow, what a way to start a conversation. I am not long for this world, and I have decided that I want to be buried in a grave decorated with a rare and beautiful caballia, like a Drare huntsman with their dranthium-covered tombs. Okay. It's nice to have goals. Caballia. A rare plant that is believed to help the dead find peace in the afterlife. Those who can afford it place wreaths made from it at the graves of their loved ones. Caballia flowers almost always contain 6 petals. Finding a 7-petaled flower is considered to bring good fortune. Alright, so we need a flower with 6 petals. That's way more than 6. One, 2, 3. That's 5. So that's not it. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Surely we must have some. Like, I'm sure I must have some Cabalium around here somewhere. I've got to have it around here somewhere. Like, I gotta. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Give me a hint, game. Okay, it's saying I have it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is! Let's see, is there anywhere to go right now? What does this mean? I feel like this means something, but I don't know what. Is there anything interesting on the map right now? I'm not seeing anything, so... Red ebony. I need to get red ebony, but I don't know where red ebony comes from. And it's not a plant that's in my book, so I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that right now other than just hang on to it. Ooh! Your reputation is growing, horticulturalist. I hear you are the person to come to for plants that are difficult to acquire. It's the Jade Mask Lady! My head feels like it is being torn in two lately. I'm looking for some hop heart. Okay, spooky lady, you got it. Alright, so it's got blue flowers with firm leaves crawling up the stems. Let's see, what do we have that's blue and unidentified? No, it doesn't have leaves on the stems. This looks right. Got it! Oh! Unknown. Little is known about the mysterious woman in the jade mask. She is occasionally seen in Undermere, but people understandably avoid her cold demeanor. Spooky, spooky! I'm here for it. Reuben Ward has called on my unique expertise to aid in his investigation at the Swinside Stone Circle. Unique expertise. Heh. He knows how to flatter an old woman when he wants something. I thought about telling him to suck an egg. Gave it a good long thought, actually. But my curiosity has got the better of me. He must be desperate if he's coming to me, and I'll bet they found something juicy down there. Signs of ritual sacrifice, maybe. I could do with some witch fig to take with me. Always comes in useful. Look, so far out of all the characters in this game, I have to say that Verona Green is, in fact, my favorite. She's a creepy old lady who is unhinged, doesn't like kids, and is clearly a true crime fan. This is what I hope to be in 20 more years when I'm approaching 60. Witch fig, alright. Excuse me. A plant that is said to have many uses, including easing the symptoms of infection, soaking up moisture, and detecting the presence of certain compounds. It's also well liked with the butterflies. It has similar leaves to the fever kiss plant. Alright, so it's a fig, so it's going to be a fruit of some kind. Is that it? Ha ha! No, shit. Okay. I should not have relied on "this is a fruit" as my, like, sole identifier. Do I even have witch fig? It's not that. Similar leaves to fever kiss. Do I have fever kiss? Fever kiss has leaves like that. There we go. Found it. Pet the baby. Love listening to him purr. I haven't gotten any letters telling me to go places yet, so... Other than red ebony. But I don't know where red ebony would be. So I'm just gonna hang on to that for now. Oh, not this asshole again. What now? I never see anybody in your shop. It's a daily surprise to me that you're still in business. Believe me, I wouldn't be in here if I didn't have to be, especially with that damn cat still here. Never trust anyone who doesn't like cats. I need some Bishop's Parasol for a work-related matter. Bishop's Parasol, huh? A mushroom found in dark, damp places, feeding on any light that gets close to it. It can seem to draw light in, enveloping its surroundings in darkness. The gills on the underside of this mushroom seep a milky fluid that can be consumed as a treatment for stomach pains. What kind of work-related matter do you need this for, sir? You're a magister, or a barrister, or a balustrade, or a... What the hell are you again? Barrister! That's what he is. He's a fucking judge. What does he need this for? Sketchy fucker. Alright. Let's find these mushrooms for him, though. Look for something that's seeping a milky fluid, which is gross, but, you know, it's fine. Is that the only mushroom I have? No. There we go. Viscous white liquid. There we go. Got it. Alright. Time to end the day. I didn't go insane today. You know, some days that really is your only achievement, and, if that's all you've achieved today, not going insane, I want to let you know that I'm proud of you. Not long after, the girl left home. Her father wept, but he was so caught up in his own grief that he let her go and did not look for her. Day 6, Wednesday. Another rainy day. Is it still raining outside here? I strongly suspect it is. I am checking my smartwatch to see the weather. Weather. Yeah, it's still raining. It's supposed to rain, like, all through, like, tonight, and then tomorrow night it's supposed to turn into snow. So, yeah. I will say in advance, I don't know if I will be streaming Wednesday, because there's gonna be a big temperature drop, and that always makes my fibromyalgia go, like, off the charts, but all things being equal. I do hope to stream this Wednesday, because I am not streaming next Wednesday, because I have plans that night, so, you know. Alright, since we didn't go anywhere yesterday, let's go somewhere today. The old man of Coniston looks out across the lake with blind eyes. His mind wanders with the current, floating gently southwards to the fork. Alright, so let's find Coniston. Or the old man, or something. Ah, okay. The old man of Coniston, there he is, of Coniston, gazes out across the lake. His mind wanders with the current, floating southwards to the fork. The heavens open up as I reach the fork. I take a moment to pause and listen to the sound of water on water. I'm soaked through, but my spirits are high as I return home. I am not empty-handed. 2 new plants today. Oh, and they're pretty. I love purple plants. I love purple everything, pretty much. My favorite color. Oh! When you ding the bell and Hellsboar is sleeping, you wake him up. The insects make the salt marshes uninhabitable. People stay away and not much grows there, but I know where to find an unusual plant. I have drawn you a map in case you decide it's worth your time. Thank you. That is a terrible map. Thank you. Is it that? Yeah, okay, I think it's that. Here's where the river goes off. Like over there? Why did I come here? Okay, clearly I'm wrong. That was not it. Thank you for your help and discretion earlier. You're welcome, Bethany. The Sisterhood is grateful, but the news that the Arda was poisoned with gilded dendra has everyone worried. The temporary acting Arda is panicking. I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but one of the sisters has gone missing. A runaway named Thea that we took in a few years ago. We're trying to find her, and her sister Charlotte remembered that the Jacob's Worth plant is said to help locate people. Alright, there we go, Jacob's Worth. People tend to be drawn to the unusual flowers of the Jacob's Worth, but it's the leaves that have the most interesting properties. It is said they will point the way towards any person you wish to locate and have been used successfully to find many a lost wanderer out on the fells. Alright. Look for an unusual flower and a fluffy leaf. The leaves seem to have a mind of their own. There we go. Pet the baby. Sorry to wake you up, Hellsbore. Actually, you know, the best noise in the world, in my personal opinion, one of my favorite sounds, is when, like, your cat is sleeping, and then you, like, give it a gentle pet, and it makes the brrrt noise, you know? I love that. Love doing that to my cats. Alright, let's see if we can find this place again. Let's look at that map. Maybe this isn't what I'm looking for. No, maybe that's not right. No, but it has to be. It has to be right around here somewhere. Nothing here. Okay. I'll figure it out eventually. I read about a wonderful smelling ornamental plant, but my book didn't say what it was called or where to find it. It has curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Alright, curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Curled leaves and a dark blue flower. Boom. Pet the baby. Water the plants. Oh, watering the plants gives me more will to explore. Well, that's good to know. Oh, it's Edgar Allan Poe. We've had our eye on you for some time now. Join us. Praise the Dendru. What the absolute fuck? What? I represent a group called the Seeds of Redemption. Your expertise would be very useful to us, and we have much to offer in return. Let us know we can count on you by leaving a single St. John's poppy flower outside the Sadgill Church before Friday. Do not make the mistake of ignoring us. So that's terrifying. Praise the Dendru. Alright, this is time sensitive, so let's go do that first. Oh, hey Frank, do you want to go outside? Oh, no, just kidding. I thought Frank wanted to leave the room, but he has his leg up in the air and he is licking his butt, so I assume he's content with that. Alright, Sadgill is where I'm headed. Let me find where the hell that is. Ugh. I can't fucking read. Like, just to be clear, I cannot read. Where's the Sadgill Church? I will find this place. Sadgill, there it is. The church isn't hard to find in the small hamlet of Sadgill. This must be the place. Alright. Creepy. But sure. Hey, it's my favorite. I have returned from Swinside. I must admit, I was hoping for more to go on, but there were certainly signs of a ritual having been performed at the stone circle. And the poor victim, well, the less said about him, the better. Reuben had it right, though. Grisly. I have the beginnings of a theory, but I'd like to run some tests on a sample of the gilded dendra. Excuse me, I gotta scratch an itch here. I got itchy ears. Gilded dendra. Do not drink the sap of this plant. The blood and lips will turn black as the blood succumbs to dendra's miasma, a sure and painful way to die. The poison is so potent that even touching the leaves of the plant can be painful. You want this wine, lady? Gilded implies golden, so let's look for something that has, like, yellow or gold and has leaves like that first. That's gonna be my first guess. It's a wild-looking plant. Okay, no, is this it? No! Shit. Okay. Give me a hint. I'm sure I have some. That is not helpful. It's one of these. Repeat that. Let's try the one with the fluffy red. Let's try this. No, shit! Okay, alright, let's try the one with the blue plant. Let's try the blue one. Nope, that's forest camphor. It's not that. That's forest camphor. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can find this again. Because it's this peninsula here is what we're looking at, I think. Because here's the river. And here's something else. I don't know what, though. Okay, here's something. The air is thick with flying, biting insects, an unbearable plague. I fight against it for mere moments before I'm overwhelmed. If only I had some blue winter to keep them at bay. Winter boar! Alright. Known as blue aloe or blue winter after its cool blue-gray flowers, winter boar is a hardy plant often found growing in extreme cold environments. The rubbery leaves make an effective insect repellent when applied to skin. Alright, so it's got blue-gray flowers. Yep, that looks like what I'm talking about. Yep, great. Got it. The blue winter saves my skin, but the swirling mass of insects is so thick in places that it's hard to see. At length, I come across what I came for and hurry away. Well, I hope that was what I was looking for. Ennis Elford. A man who claims to represent the group known as the Seeds of Redemption. He grew up in nearby Gosforth, but is rumored that he spent some time living in Rydal Cave. It is not clear what happened in the intervening years, but by the time he came to Undermere, he had dedicated his life to the one he calls the Woken Dendru. Is there anything else I need to do right now? No. Okay. My aunt died 2 weeks ago, and I inherited her house. I've been sifting through her possessions, and last night I found something unusual. In a forgotten corner of the attic, I found a coffin. More unusual still, it was bound by strong vines, so strong I can't cut through them. I immediately thought of your shop. You know about plants, right? I mean, I just sell them. Oh, hey Frank, what are we doing? What are we doing, Frankie? What are we doing, bud? Frank is having a roll on the floor. It's one of his favorite things to do. He likes to just roll around on the carpet for some reason. And he's fat, so this is big fat tabby cat. He'll just roll around for like 10 to 15 minutes. It's wild. Alright, so she wants a Royal Gentia. Sometimes called Everheart, the pink flowers of the Royal Gentia are made up of 2 large kidney-shaped petals. One of the few known ways to relieve the bind of swift snare is to apply a paste created from the sap of the Royal Gentia. Okay, so it's... Okay, yeah, that's it right there. Easy to identify. Okay, cool. Let's end the day, but first... Pet the baby. Gotta pet the baby. What you doing, Frank? My boy just rolling around on the floor. Before she left, she returned to her hiding place and carefully retrieved the book, her excitement building as she did. She couldn't articulate what was so alluring to her about the book, but by now it had become an obsession. Day 7. Thursday. Let's go deal with the tarot card first, shall we? "5 miles south of the tallest but one, it grows in peace of the midday sun." So first I'm going to have to find the tallest mountain, I think. Seafell Pike looks promising at 978. And I have to find the second tallest. 902. Looks like the second tallest. Whoops, it's 5 miles south of that. Oh well. A dense fog obscures my way. I stumble out onto the great slab, a tilted sheet of rock that seems to slope off the abyss below. Moss, lichen, and tufts of grass flourish in the cracks, but little else. Well, I fucked that one up. Oh! Baby! Waking up the baby. I was able to strip away the swift snare's vines and lift the lid, with more than a little trepidation, I'll admit. To my relief, but also disappointment, the coffin contained nothing but dust. What, do you think we're gonna find a hot vampire? At least that's what I thought at first, but then I looked closer and discovered a golden amulet embedded in the gray ash. On the back of the amulet, it's an inscription that says, "With Solomon's scepter I awake." Solomon's scepter. That's a plant, right? Sure is. Also known alarmingly as Hell's Gate and sometimes Solomon's Scorn, the flowers of the plant are commonly used in witchcraft and other satanic practices. Witchcraft is not a satanic practice. Many sweet-smelling small flowers grow along the stem. Alright. So it's got many sweet-smelling small flowers on the stem. Like that? Not quite. Like that? Light purple flowers, the smell is alluring. That sounds like it, what I'm looking for. Beautiful. Pet the baby. Alright. Let's go explore again. Let's see if we can deal with that tarot card again. So 5 miles south of the tallest but one, which is Bowfell. It's 5 miles south of Bowfell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The forest here is lush and vibrant. The bird song feels enchanting like the call of sirens. Nestled in the undergrowth over the shade of a birch tree, a plant grows. Man, I'm doing a lot of narration tonight. My throat's gonna be sore by the time I'm done with this. That's a wild looking plant. Look at that big boy. I heard a shepherd got killed by some wild beast up near the Swinside Stone Circle. They say it slaughtered half his flock as well. People around here don't seem too bothered, but it's got them panicked down Foxfield way. Kentmere Eye. Okay. Kentmere Eye. Well, here's Kentmere. I descend into a pleasant valley where the village of Kentmere is situated. On my way, I pass the Brockstone, or Badger Rock, which has always been popular with local children who challenge each other to scramble up its craggy sides. I make a beeline to the village church, St. Cuthbert's, which is sheltered by an ancient yew tree. There are many plants to admire amongst the headstones and tombs, but sadly nothing extraordinary for me to find today. Okay, so it's not Kentmere the town that I'm looking for. Ugh. Good lord. Ugh. Look at it! Look at the baby! Sleepy baby. Oh, sleepy baby. Well, this is getting interesting. I was able to confirm that it was indeed gilded dendra that was used at the Swinside ritual site. That's a worrying sign. It's a plant that is used in several of the darker incantations. Ooh, spooky. And it can't be a coincidence that the very same plant was used to poison the Arda. There must be a connection between this other murder and the Sisterhood. I need some mental clarity to think through it some more. Some maiden sorrow would help a lot. Alright, maiden sorrow. Rubbing the soft leaves of this plant between one's finger and thumb is said to help prevent the mind from wandering, providing a focusing effect. Oh, so it's a botanical fidget spinner. The flowers of this plant droop mournfully, but it is the thorns along the stems that are said to lend its name. Alright, so it's got thorns and droopy flowers. The flowers aren't really droopy. What else has thorns? That's Mellow Glow. Look for some sad, droopy flowers, shall we? It should have soft leaves, droopy flowers, and thorns. Okay. Soft leaves, droopy flowers, and thorns. Nope, that's not it. I'm sure I have some of it around here. That's the least useful hint in the world. I have some. Great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. That is useless. Let's try this bad boy. Oh, I see thorns. I see thorns on it. That looks right. There it is. Red ebony. Ooh. Okay, let's see if I can figure out which one of these is red ebony. The flower is blue, apparently. I would never have guessed that. Interesting. Anyway. Red ebony. But it has a blue flower. I'm gonna see if I have it. I suspect I don't. Not yet. Because that seems like an important flower. Yeah, I think all my blue flowers right now have been labeled. So... yeah. They've all been labeled. Alright, so... let's try this again, shall we? Kentmere Eye. I don't know what that means. Kentmere Eye. What does that mean? So here's Kentmere. Now what do they mean by eye? There are more important things I could be doing back at the shop. That's what I get for just picking a random place to go, isn't it? Yeah, that's what I fucking get. Baby! Give him a little pet. It looks like I'm going to have to make a trip to Blackcomb. Verona noticed something at the Swinside site that's had me pondering. A piece of slate with a symbol drawn on it in black. Can't think of anywhere else from around there where you'd get slate from. That and Bradley Miller keeps insisting that he saw something up at Blackcomb. But then again, Bradley Miller does claim that fairies stole his wheelbarrow. Maybe they did. If I'm going to spend a night out in the hills, I want to take some eyebright with me. Wouldn't want anyone sneaking up on me in the dark. Alright, let's get this man some eyebright. Take care not to touch its brightly colored thorns. They will do lasting damage, but they contain a small amount of venom that will cause severe pain. A plant that grows to the south in warmer climates, where they call it loath after a long-dead king. Known to improve eyesight at night, even in the darkest places. Brightly colored thorns, you say? Boom! To let this... hang on. I feel like I should be able to find the red red, whatever it is here. Red ebony. And the reason why I feel like I should be able to find it is because that note is driving me nuts. Because it means nothing to me in my head. But I wonder, because this requires red ebony extract in order to, like, work. This lens, this magic lens. I'm wondering if maybe if I find red ebony and I use it, it will maybe, like, let me use this lens, and maybe that'll show something on the note that I'm missing. See if I can figure out what red ebony might be. It's blue. With big flowers. Big blue flowers, but I don't seem to have anything with a big blue flower yet, so... Or at least nothing that's not identified already, so... I guess I just hang on to it. Alright, we'll do one more order, and then I'm gonna call it. Does it ever stop raining in Undermere? You have a reputation in town for knowing about unusual plants. I need some gray sandfire. Nobody around here seems to even know what I'm talking about, but I hope I'm in the right place. I hope so too, buddy. Gray sandfire. Sandfire has a tough outer bark which has many useful properties. Some chew it as a form of dental hygiene, taking care not to swallow it as it can cause unpleasant stomach distress. The flame-like tendrils give off a smoky scent, adding to the impression of a roaring fire, and I know exactly what that is. Oh. I fucked that up. Shit. It smells faintly of wood smoke. Yep. Gray sandfire. Oh, well, that's the end of the day. Cool. We will end the day here. We will draw our card. At first she felt free, but it wasn't long before the reality of her situation began to take its toll. She stole food when she was hungry and slept in makeshift shelters, not knowing where she was going, not caring. Eventually, she made her way to Grisdale Forest. Day 8. Friday. It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Alright, let's wrap it up for the night, shall we? Yeah. So thank you for coming. I really like this game. This is very fun. I think I will keep playing it. I'll probably play some other games too, but this is a good time. I like this. This is a good game for when we just want to kind of chill. It's got cozy vibes, but it's also kind of spooky. So, you know, it's a good combination. This is about the level of spooky that I can handle, generally speaking. So I should be back Wednesday, unless the weather is as bad as I am anticipating it being and my fibromyalgia acts up again. Even then, I will do my best. I hate it. Also, I will not be streaming next Wednesday. That is the 20-something. Hang on, I gotta look at my phone. I don't remember what day that is. Hang on, I gotta look at my calendar. The 27th. I will not be streaming the 27th. I have plans that night. So yeah, that's a night that I will not be streaming. But yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out what's up with my model. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and then I don't do that. But this time I'm really going to try to figure out what's up with my model. I suspect I might have to, like, uninstall it and then, like, reinstall it and set up again with VTube Studio. But you don't care about that. Yeah. So I will be back on Wednesday, hopefully. And I will see you then. Good night.